Hi, everybody. This is my AEP 880 Module 10 Safe Schools presentation. Presenting or first getting into the summary of the 4 articles that were provided for us. The first one, the 3 essential priorities for school principals. This talked a lot about what they could do or what we could do, what effective school leaders could do to empower their teachers and their staff. If we want to have inclusive, caring environments, make sure that all kids feel supported and safe, we need to empower our teachers. And so we need to empower them first with knowledge and information, but also ways that they can use. We don't want them to change. We want them to use their unique styles, their leadership styles that fit them to empower these students through caring and inclusive environments. So let's inform the teachers, and let's do this while collaborating with the community. And that's an essential a process, and it's not a short and a quick process. It's ongoing. But empower the teachers. How can we do that? Next article was on how feeling respected transforms a student's relationship to school. Basically, this reminded me a lot of our positive school discipline, the readings we have in a prior module. But again, that discipline should not be to trap or to hurt or to punish students. It should be to redirect them, and that works in with positive school discipline. So interventions instead of suspensions, in-school suspensions, out-of-school suspensions, those lead to the trends of more problems, lead to dropouts. So interventions instead of suspensions. Let's build relationships so that we can help the kids, we can teach them what's wrong, we can develop relationships so that they know we care for them, so that they will not repeat the stuff that they've been doing. Also talked about empathy, actually putting yourself in their shoes, again, so we can develop positive relationships, and not just discipline students, but help students. Summary of my articles, the third article that was provided, creating a warm and inclusive classroom environment. This was all about intentional classroom development or classroom design. So through procedures, through how the classroom is set up, through strategies, we want to make our kids feel safe, supported, and welcomed. And it talked about teaching students to advocate for what they need, what they want, to feel those things safe and secure and supported. Because just like all of this, inclusive school environments, productive, positive school environments, they need to feel first that they're safe and supported before they're going to learn, before they're going to open up. So let's do that through intentional classroom design. Fourth one, strategies for building a productive and positive learning environment. Again, it talked about intentional strategies and plans in place. Like my third bullet point, develop clear, respectful rules, conducts, that this is okay, this is not, and we want to celebrate the good. We want to reward positive relationships and actions. So also, second bullet point, try to make content relevant, try to make it specific and unique to them and their lives, the students' lives. Again, a lot about positive reinforcement, positive learning, curriculum, classrooms. We want to celebrate the good. We want to be positive. We don't want to just be negative and discipline and always be pointing out what they are doing wrong. We want to celebrate the good. Getting into my articles, it worked right in. A lot of the stuff I found worked right in line with what we've done or what we were provided. So first one, supportive classroom environment in early childhood. That was a key. The earlier they learn these things, the better. So let's teach diversity. Let's teach differences. Let's point those things out and point out that they're not bad things, but that they can be used as really good things. Second one, resources to fight bullying and harassment at school. This had a ton of different resources that you could give to staff, to teachers, administrators, to the students, also to parents, just resources that they could use to identify bullying, to have those conversations, and to help it. So I thought there was a lot of good stuff here. And I think you need to partner. Effective school leaders need to partner with parents and other people to work together through this. It's not just the school's job. They need to use all the resources. The school needs to use all the resources that we can, if we truly want to get the best out of these kids. Number 3, why teaching kindness in schools is essential to reduce bullying. Talked about how there are physical, emotional, mental benefits like previous articles have stated, but basically that we need to teach kindness. If we know what it looks like, we can identify it, we are more likely to do it again. And it kind of worked in with the positive school discipline, the celebrating the good. There is good here. Let's also identify the good, not just point out the bad. It will lead to less bullying, less depression, and better concentration, state assessment results, and overall just better acting from the kids. Last one, are we doing recess right? I am a big advocate for physical activity. Kids need to move. It should not be an option. It should not be an elective. They need to move. And so are we doing recess right? There's life lessons to be learned there. There's manners to be learned. We develop character through losses, through not getting what we want. Let's have the adults model this, but we need recess. We need activity time. Summary of the bullying data. What really stood out to me was there's all kinds of different types of bullying, but also different places that they can experience it in school. So I kind of thought, well, school's a safe place. Well, when you have all these kids and all these students and personalities and differences together throughout the day, there's a lot of different types of bullying. There's a lot of different ways they can do it in a lot of different places. So a lot of the bigger ones like name calling, teasing, spreading rumors, I feel like those can be off or easily looked over. And also, it jumped out to me the second bullet point that a lot of bullying, most common places, happens in the classroom. I didn't figure that'd be the case with a teacher being in there. So we need to be aware of that. Multitude of different types, multitude of different places it can occur. And last bullet point, only about 20 to 30% of students who do get bullied or experience bullying actually reach out and help. So let's make the kids aware. Let's make them feel comfortable in reaching out. What procedures, policies are missing if various types of bullying is happening at different locations at the school? I think I tried to approach this from an administrative perspective. We need to be aware of passing periods. Administrators need to be aware of passing periods. Have people monitoring, have people have set schedules for not just passing periods, but lunch times, before school, after school. Have people in sight, aware of those times, passing periods. Administrators need to be present and visible as well. And then I thought I really want to push that, get the teachers outside of the classroom throughout passing periods. And I think you need to decrease the teacher's workload a little bit if you want them to have time to be visible and have time to be in the hallways during passing periods. They have so much going on. Let's decrease the teacher workload a little bit so they can be present, also maybe more aware in the classroom of these things that are going on. What happens to various types of bullying locations when several steps have been taken to follow the standards that were embedded in this module? Overall, bullying decreases, but the big thing is the positive school environment, inclusion. Students feel welcomed, they feel respected, they feel safe, and they are less likely to lash out, less likely to have discipline issues. They feel welcome, supported, safe. That's the big thing. And again, utilizing resources can prevent issues. But it all works in with that positive school environment, positive school discipline. Let's stay positive. Here are my references. Thank you for watching, and look forward to finishing out this class with you guys.